Hi guys, we're starting with CCIE Security and it's day one. And in a day one, we'll start only with the introduction part. Today, I'll completely give you idea about what's a roadmap of CCIE Security, and also I'll give you complete information about what type of technologies are used or what devices will be used, what are virtual devices, physical devices, and many more stuff. I'll give you idea about CCIE Security today. I'll also take questions from you and I'll be answering your questions, right? And next class onwards will actually start our CCIE security because today many guys have joined for demo purpose. So I'll give you the complete information about CCIE security and scope and many more things, right? After that, from next class onwards, we'll start our proper modules of CCIE security. So first of all, let's see what are the modules that are in our CCIE security. Before that, understand, guys, we are currently having CCIE security, one of the track of your Cisco, and the current version which is going on is 6.1. CCIE security 6.1. Though Cisco has multiple tracks, okay, I'll show you the information that Cisco has multiple tracks, right? If you see this PDF, this shows you the entire roadmap of Cisco. These are the current programs that Cisco has. Now here you can see these are the entry level programs of Cisco. These all are entry level program which no one does. And these are the associate level programs of Cisco. CCNA, Cyber Security and DevNet, which is also now getting called as a automation, right? So these are the associate level programs, and here we have professional level program and we have expert level program. In a professional level, we have tracks like collaboration, enterprise, security. These are cyber security and data center, service provider, wireless, and your automation or a DevNet, you can say. These are the current tracks that are available with Cisco at professional level, and these are the expert level programs. CCDE, wireless, security, service provider, collaboration, data center, enterprise, and your automation. These are the type of expert level programs that are currently available. Now, the correct roadmap to enter in a security. Security is one of the evergreen program that you can say, guys, which will never die because security is required for everything. Now, if I talk about our country, country requires a security. Same way, without security, everything fails. Either it's a enterprise or it's a collaboration or it's a data center or it's a service provider or a wireless, no matter whatever track it is. Every network requires one thing that is very common, security. So it's endless type of program which has more scope in a market compared to any other tracks of Cisco. Different vendors have different type of tracks. They give different names for their tracks, but in Cisco we call it as a security. Now, how do you get into security? What are the prerequisites? If you ask me, hey, there is no CCNA level of security. Earlier, before 2020, there was CCNA security, but now we don't have CCNA security. So how do you say, like, I can directly go for professional level of security? So answer is, first of all, go for CCNA, do your classes at CCNA level, okay? Take CCNA very seriously. Most of the guys, they don't understand that CCNA, how important it is for the career. to start with, right? And most of the time, students, they don't understand, though, I mean, the students coming from non-technical background, sometimes they don't understand networking properly. So this is the right track where you have to get started with. No need of any entry-level programs. Go with CCNA first of all. Understand CCNA properly. Give some time. I mean, spend some time on CCNA. Do all the practicals, everything. And to have enhancement on CCNA, you should go with Enterprise. This is the another program. Don't go for collaboration, don't go for data center, don't go for service provider, wireless, or security. Don't go for any other programs. Not required. At initial level, when you're starting your track, the best practice is to go for CCNP Enterprise. Now, what happens in a CCNP Enterprise? In a CCNP Enterprise, see, whenever you say CCNP, at NP level, you'll have core exam. You see, you have a core exam. In every track, you have core exam, right? Every track has a core exam. Now, you might be thinking, okay, if I go with this core exam, or if I go with training of core exam, and I'll skip all the other programs that I have here, and I'll go for CCNP, core exam, and the other modules of CCNP security. Is that fine? Now understand what exactly core is. Core is one of the exam which they have given a name as a specialist. You can call it as a specialist level program. They have given one name called as a specialist, not as a professional. They call it as a professional only when you do core exam and you do one of the exam from this choices, or you can say concentration papers. These are total 8 concentration papers. Out of this, if you do one of the program, then you will be called as a professional. You don't have to do all these programs, no, right? So what I was talking is CCNP Enterprise. In this, should I go for core exam and should I leave all these things? Should I complete it this way? Answer is no. If you're learning just core is overall theoretical knowledge, more about theories for anything. Either it's a NP core or it's a collaboration core or data center core. Any other cores are more about theoretical part, guys. You don't have much practicals on it. And same as other electives also, they don't give you more exposures to practical things. But at enterprise, we have other modules as well. Automation, SD-WAN, and many more things, routing, switching. There are many more programs over here. Okay, guys, just a minute. Okay, so here we have many more programs. As per me, you should follow all these, informations. You should complete the entire professional level program in which you'll get information about routing, switching, automation, SD access. You'll get information about SD-WAN and many more things. So you should completely do all these, courses, all these modules you should complete. Once you complete all this stuff, you'll get full-fledged information about routing and switching. I mean, after NA, go for enterprise. And in enterprise, if you cover all these modules, definitely you will have a strong fundamental base. Right. So now what next? See, if you complete track till NP level in an enterprise, hereafter you are comfortable for any other tracks. Hereafter, if you want to move collaboration, data center, service provider, security, wireless, you can move. Okay. Now let's say to make fundamental of CCNP enterprise, we had a CCNA. What about CCNP security fundamentals? We don't have any associate level programs here, right? So how do we start? Do we start directly from the professional level or do we start from scratch? Answer is security, we started from scratch, like from ABCD, how we start all the classes, right? Like that, I'll be starting your CCIE security class, in which I'll teach you guys everything from scratch, right? So this is the core exam 350-701, and this exam cost is around $400. Cost of this exam is $400. See, I'm not telling you, it's not a price given from me, right? If you go to Cisco's website, if you guys come to Cisco's website, now here you guys can see these are the total tracks that are currently available with, these are the tracks which are currently available with Cisco. Now I clicked on security here. In a security, I want to see professional level and I have expert level. At professional level, what are the certifications? If I want to see, let me click on it. At NP level, CCNP security, if you see, okay, at CCNP security, you click on this exam and trainings. If you click on this, you can see the cost of CCNP, which exam? It says pass the core exam, right? 350-701 core exam. Exam details. Cost is $400. And in India, you'll have extra GST cost as well. Depending on country to country, that tax or whatever it is, right? That will be added, but the basic principal amount is $400. Examinations will be in these two different languages. Duration is 120 minutes. So you'll get the grading result in 48 hours, right? Either pass or fail. You won't get scores like okay 800 or 850 or something like that. You won't get any scoring. Directly you'll get pass or fail, but definitely they have 100. The passing internally the calculation is like earlier it used to happen. Total mark was 1,000. Out of 1,000, we had to secure at least 850, something around. Okay. But now they don't give you such type of a report card. Only they give you pass or fail. Okay. They don't show you like in which section you have scored, how much. Those things we are not getting now. So this is the core paper, guys. And the benefit of core paper is, I mean, we have two benefits of the core paper. I'll tell you those two benefits of this core paper. One is after writing this exam, you have written one of the paper of CCNP. So CCNP, you have written first paper. You have written first paper, right? And also the other benefit is after writing this exam, you are eligible for CCIE Security Lab exam. Now we don't have separate paper, any theoretical paper you don't have to write for lab examination. So this is the one. If you write this paper, I mean, if you write this core paper, 350-701, technically you will be called as specialist, not a professional. To write a professional, you need two papers. So out of that two papers, this is the first paper you are writing and it's mandatory paper. Okay. If you want to be professional, this is the mandatory paper, one of the paper of your, CCNP, which is mandatory. But along with this, you are also getting eligible for writing CCIE lab exam. You don't have to write any other elective papers. It means if I have a plan of writing CCIE Security lab exam, I only have to write this exam. I don't have to go for concentration papers. It means I don't have to write any other paper. Like if you see the concentration papers, right? So here I have multiple choices. You can see ICE, email security. ICE is nothing but identity service engine. Email security. This starting S stands for your security. Okay, so identity service engine, ESA, WSA, VPN, automation, cloud, and this is one of the new topic that they have currently added. So if you click here, you can see they are talking about something design, network designing and all. These are the new things that they have added. This time they have added. Okay, so development and security, such things they have currently added as a new module over here, where you'll come to know about how to design the network, right? And other artificial intelligence or automation or some, the impact on the security, what else we have with the current or new technologies that has been given over here. So these are the total eight electives, guys. Total eight electives we have. Earlier we had only six. Later, last year they had added the cloud one, and this time they have added this one. So these are the two new electives that has been added. So definitely we'll be having training on these aspects as well. Okay. So total nine exams in NP, guys. Okay. But you don't have to write all nine papers. To be professional, you have to write one core paper, and core paper is nothing but 350-701. Okay. So wherever you see 350, 350, right? That is your core exam. Now, if you see here, right? If you have a close look here, every core has one examination code. The common is 350, 350. Here, every track has one common part that is called 350. That means that is core paper. What makes difference? This is 401, security is 701, and this series will start from 701. If you see, this series will start from 701. Similarly, this is 401. So starts from 4 series itself, right? So that's how you understand the examination codes. So for NP label, this is the mandatory, but for lab examination, for expert level examination, these concentration papers are not mandatory. You can simply write this and go for expert level examination, which is for 8 hours. Physically, you have to be present in Bangalore Center, Cisna Park. We have CCIE Security Physical Lab Examination. Okay. But let's say you want to be professional. So you have to write this exam, which is of $400, extra GST or whatever taxes are there that you have to pay. And these are the elective papers. These elective papers will cost you $300. So any one paper, any one, guys, you don't have to write all these. Let's say you are very much good with the firewall, right? Let's say you want to be professional in a firewall, then you should go with 300, 710. So this deals with next generation firewall, IPS, those stuff. So later you will see all the tracks information, guys. Let's say, for example, one of the example I'm just showing you. You see all these concentration papers. It is showing any of these concentration papers. Cost will be $300. And these are the languages available, 90 minutes available for your examination. That's a duration of your examination. So no matter you write any one of these exam, core plus any one of these concentration equals to CCNP Security. Now, let's say, for example, when you click on this SNCF, right, this is networks with Cisco firewalls. So here you learn about firewalls. There are different firewalls, FTD firewall, ASA firewall. So we come to know all the technologies of the firewall. Plus, they also give you some informations on like IPS and other security stuff. So here you can see they are giving you information about firewall mode, transparent mode. Like in a firewall, we have a routed mode, that's layer 3 mode, layer 2 mode, IPS in a passive mode, inline mode. Passive mode is also called as a IDS mode, inline mode, pod channel, and so on. Whatever we need the information to build our fundamental, right? So we'll basically have more theoretical part than the practical part over here. Now, implementing, here it is written implement. Now, what they are telling you to implement a router mode. It's two lines command. You'll just go to a firewall and you'll say, you know, firewall transparent. It is in a transparent mode. And if you say no firewall transparent or no, or you say a routed mode, then you'll be back to a router mode itself, right? So, I mean, depending on the firewall, we have a different commands. Like in FTD firewall, we say no firewall transparent, then it becomes again a routed mode firewall. So two single commands we need to execute this type of implementation, right? See, basically what I'm trying to tell you is if someone does a training till NP level in different technologies, like you could see different technologies are here, right? Different technologies are here. In this technology, you are getting, you know, like theoretical knowledge, little bit practical knowledge, like basic stuff you are getting over here. You are not getting overall security. You are getting little bit knowledge about all the type of technologies that we have in a Cisco. Now, if someone does only a core exam, now let's see the core examination over here. If you see the topics under the core exam, they are covering everything little bit, like security concepts. What do you have in a security? Right. Here you basically understand about the types of attacks, like we have different types of attacks, why security is required, what type of security premises are available, hybrid cloud, right, private, all those things. What are the impact of cloud? What is API? What is DDoS type of attacks? Right. I mean, they are giving you overall information, right? It's not about configuration. See, most of the things are just explain, compare, describe. It's not about implementation, guys. Okay, so here you are getting just an information. See with your eyes that you can feel. It's all about, 90% it's all about theoretical things, and it's all about what you already know in NP label, like DHCP. Here you'll know DHCP snooping. So DHCP spoofing is attack, DHCP snooping is the solution, right? You'll see private VLANs, how to segregate the network traffic. Here you'll see ARP, VLAN hopping. So VLAN hopping is one of the attack at layer 2. So how do you prevent it? What is rogue DHCP? So at layer 2, layer 3, it's just about, simple informations. But what we do at IE level is we implement the practicals of it. This configuration will do. This implementation will do. Few configurations we have, but at a small level, they have given a very small level. Just configure a AAA with a radius or attack axe. But what is the next level? It's not given here, right? So just having a NP level in a security does not give you full-fledged information, right? Like we have software as a service, PaaS, IaaS, different type of cloud information. So it's just a information. Compare. Okay. So when you guys, go for any one of these elective, you are not getting full-fledged information. It's just about more theory, less practical, in a practical also limited practical, right? So in my view, spending time just on NPA is not worth, according to me, right? So what I suggest is do a complete training and go for CCIE security. So when you go for CCIE security, there you get a complete information. So when you guys go for expert level in a security, when you see here CCIE security, so go for 35070 core exam and then write CCIE lab exam. See, it's written here, right? 350 701 S core, and then go for lab exam directly. This is what it's written. Now, if I click on this CCIE security, now here you will see all the informations, you know, neatly given. So here we have examination topics, materials, e-learning informations. The current CCIE security version is 6.1, right? You can see here. You can see exam details over here. Now, in this, these are the 5 parameters based on which you guys will be tested in CCIE lab exam. So wise, you can see what are the percentage of marks coming from this particular topic. Now, when you see here, here you come to know, see everywhere you will see most of the things showing you as a deployment of ASA or deployment of FTD. They have mentioned at I level. It means at NP level, you are not learning ASA firewall. I mean, the changes that they have done in your CCIE security, routed mode, transparent mode, single mode, multi-context, multi-instance. See how many informations, firewall features like NAT, application inspection, and so on, so on. And these all are practical, guys. These all are practical. So when you guys are doing CCIE security, you are getting hands-on lab to all these things. Okay. And you know what? See here, whatever implementations they have given here, most of the things are coming in your CCIE lab exam. Most of the things are coming in your lab exam. Like here, they have given Flex VPN, DM VPN, a layer 2 tunneling. Okay, L2L tunneling tunnels over here. They have iOS CA server, VPNs, dual hub DM VPN, VLANs, GRE, VRF Lite, so many things, so many things. Each and everything I'll be teaching you guys with all the practicals. Okay, with all the practicals, I'll be teaching you all these things. It's all about practical what we have here. Examination perspective, whatever are there, I'll definitely teach you guys. Some of the examples I'm just giving you guys where you'll get some confidence. Okay. Like when I talk about CCIE lab examination, see how it matches with your lab examination topics. Okay. So phase by phase, they will be giving you examination topics. And if you see the task given here, okay, what is the task given here? See, what is the task given? In CCIE security, they are asking, you have been asked to configure remote VPN, okay, solution in the internet is, right? So they are asking you to configure a remote access VPN, right? With multiple conditions like timeout should happen in 2 days. They should allow the traffics of sell server, finance server, NTP. Overall, expert level exams will have expert level questions, and these are matching with your current topic. In CCIE security lab examination, if you see, it's matching with all your requirements that we have. So we have you know we have different type of remote access VPN technologies over here, client based, right? Without client, that is called clientless. So many things are there. Like here we have, see, iOS, CA server, Flex VPN, DM VPN, site-to-site VPN, right? Now, see the topics that I'll be covering in your CCNP to CCIE level program. So this is VPN module, which I'll teach from CCNP to CCIE level. It's a 5 weeks course in which I'll give you knowledge about. Now keep matching the topics that I'm telling you guys. Right now it was showing you DM VPN, right? With a dual hub, it was showing you side-to-side VPN, side-to-side L2L VPN. See, it's there. It is showing you NAT-T, Get VPN, VRF Lite. It was showing you Flex VPN, DVTI, VTI, SVTI, multiple conditions which are not mentioned in your syllabus. Even those things I'm covering. Overlapping, this is not there in your examination. It's not there in a blueprint itself, right? In a Flex VPN, variants are not mentioned, but I'm covering those things. A remote access VPN, details about SSL, TLS is not mentioned there, but I'm covering. iOS CA server, L2TP VPN, SSL clientless, full client, any connect. See, everything I'm covering, guys. If you see here, right, any connect, remote access VPN, right, iOS CA server, Flex VPN, DM VPN, whatever I had shown you. See, all those things are there. GRE, PVLAN, right, VRF Lite. See, everything is there. So what I'm trying to tell is when you do CCIE level program, when you complete this IE level program, then only you come to know about complete theory and practical. And when you know theory and practical fully, after that, your CCIE program is done. So basically, CCIE covers different technologies. It's not about, you know, doing only CCIE program. It's about you're learning different technologies, right? Which other vendor also has. Like here you're learning about firewall. Do you think only Cisco has a firewall? No. If you learn one firewall, other firewall becomes easy, like Palo Alto, Checkpoint, FortiGate itself. So Cisco has very well-planned modules. Once you learn their technology, it becomes easy to adopt other technologies of other vendors. That's what your Cisco provides you. Okay, it provides you best teaching platform or best way of learning the technologies. Once you learn the technologies over here, after that, if you switch to any other vendors, you can easily understand that. Okay, so that was the complete information about CCIE security. But additionally, I want to show you guys like what type of tools are required, what informations are required. I'll just show you. Okay, so here you can see, um, give me a minute. What are the tools required in CCIE security? I'll just show you all the tools. So this are the blueprint of your CCIE security hardware and software. So this is blueprint provided by Cisco itself. So they are telling you when you're learning CCIE security, these technologies you learn on virtual device, virtual machine. Cisco themselves, they are recommending. It's not about me or anything else. They're asking you for these many physical equipments, and we have all these physical equipments with us. Okay, even we have more advanced than this. They have I mentioned here 5512 and 5516 old model numbers, but we have 5525 with us. They have mentioned 3650, we have 3750. They have mentioned 3850, we have 3850. They have mentioned the previous AP model, but we have more advanced than this, right? And in a cloud, they are telling that you need to learn about Cisco Umbrella. So we have Cisco Umbrella. Okay, it's a cloud platform, kind of a SaaS technology. After that, the informations they are telling you, okay, we'll need all this, other technologies to learn about CCIE security. So it's a Windows PC, Active Directory, Linux, or any connect type of tool and all. That's totally fine. So these are the total technologies, and these technologies are actually a single module. For example, let's say, for example, if I start ASA firewall, many times you might have heard about ASA, right? If I start ASA firewall, I'll basically finish up from NP to IE level, the way classes will happen. If I start class ASA, so I'll teach you guys every technologies from NP level till IE level in single shot. For example, let's say, for example, here I have syllabus, and here I have syllabus of uh, ASA firewall, for example. So what you'll see here, I have all the modules mentioned here with all the topics. So basics, in a basics, I'll teach you these many things. After that, translation, these many types of translations I'll be teaching you. After that, we have multi-context HA. In a HA, again, four types of HA I'll teach you. Transparent firewall, modular policy framework, clustering, iOS zone-based firewall. So related to firewall technology, whatever we have the content from NP to I level in one shot, right? So 1 month I'll give here and complete the entire topics of ASA. Similarly, we have the content for ICE Identity Service Engine, right? So these are the theory contents, these are the practical contents. Same way, each device which are listed here, each device are each modules. So each technologies will be teaching, right? So for example, here we have again, I'll just show you. Here we have NG-IPS, or we have FTD firewall, or we have WSA. Let's see WSA. So in our WSA, whatever topics we have, you see here, I have given WSA. If you click on this, these are the topics related to WSA. Okay. Now inside this again we have a subtopics also. Here I have given you main topics, right? So you'll understand introduction of WSA, explicit forwarding, web proxy, packet flow, right? Pack file creation, transparent redirection, explicit forwarding, service group. So many things are there. So when you learn all these technologies, right? After that, when you go for any network related stuff, you'll come to know about, okay, I already know this type of technologies. Okay, I know firewall, I know WSA, I know ESA. You'll be very much comfortable when you go for your jobs or anything else, right? You'll already have CCNA, CCNP enterprise knowledge. Add on to that, you'll have knowledge on multiple products. So you'll be very much comfortable, and job opportunities also will be there. I mean, you'll get lots of job opportunities where you guys can, you know, let's say you can work as a firewall engineer, you can work as a ICE engineer, you can work as a VPN engineer, right? So in a VPN itself, I teach more than 20 types of VPNs, right? VPN itself, see how many topics are there. 22 topics are there. So many things are there with which you have to learn. And without having this knowledge, it's very difficult. Somewhere from our group, some student had asked me about cryptographic method, symmetric and asymmetric thing. I don't know he's available here or not. I guess that was Kusar or someone else. Deep dive knowledge on IPsec. Only this topic IPsec I'll be teaching for 1 week. That is also less. I'm telling I need around 10 hours of knowledge, just on IPsec. That level of preparation I'll make you guys. So whenever you go for a job interview, right, you feel like, okay, I'm comfortable with these topics. That way I'll try to prepare you, right? So this was a complete tour of, CCIE security, how to, approach for CCIE security, how to pursue CCIE security, right? So I have given almost all the informations over here, guys. Now up to you. Tell me, guys, what questions you have. I'll take questions from you. Okay. Tell me, guys. First of all, tell me, am I clear with this information which I told you right now about the security track? Is that clear to all of you guys?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Sushil, I want to know on social security, we will learn all of thing you show us.
Definitely, Alan. That's why we call it as CCIE security. Okay. It's not about any combo program or it's not about a simple program. This is CCIE security, uh, you know, which has the importance in a market. So all these things I'll be teaching you. Don't worry. With practical. It's not about theory. It's about practical. With practical, we'll see all these things. Okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Neil, you had some questions, right? Yeah, please let me know.
So,
One by one, guys. Yeah. Neil, first of all. Yeah, tell me.
um, so during the practicals, since we are not writing, are we going to have the like the software so that we can use our either the EVNG to do our labs or the GNS3 to do our labs. So
I don't
those are
prefer
the
GNS3. See, there are two ways of doing our practical. We'll do some practicals on EVNG also,
okay.
but we'll have many things on real rack. On rack,
Okay.
I'll give you many of the things to do. And someone
Okay.
who are not comfortable with rack, I'll give you EVNG as well. And we'll have virtual machine and we'll have ESXi server on which most of the things will be deployed. So already for security, I have already created a rack. Okay. So, okay, right now it is not accessible. Might be it is under maintenance. Okay. So I'm not there currently. I'll show you. We have a server with 512 GB RAM, like three servers are there, and with multiple pods we have created, which you guys can take an access and configure all the labs over there. Okay. In next session, I'll show you guys about the lab and all. Definitely. Anything else?
Okay, but, so, before we began, I was asking, in your opinion, the security course and the cyber security,
Mm-hmm.
in your opinion, which one do you think should be taken first? Yeah,
Okay.
basically that's what it
All right. So question is, Nia has a question. We have two choices. I have choice of security. So this what type of security? This is
that's it.
network security.
Yes. Yeah, network
Okay.
security.
And then other we have cyber security. So two things are there. What should I go with first of all? Now, my answer is very simple. Now, let's say, for example, without a CCNA, you can't understand networking. Once you understand CCNA, then you can understand CCNP. You can go for CCNP level. It means after learning CCNA, CCNP makes sense. Can you directly go for a CCNP without having CCNA knowledge? No.
It will be very difficult.
It will be
You will
very
not really,
difficult to
yeah,
understand because at NP level, advanced things will start. Right.
yes.
Same way, I prefer telling about security and cyber security. First of all, cyber security is all about You understand what are the loopholes, you understand what type of networks are vulnerable, you'll understand how to attack, right? Cyber security has a red team and blue team. Red team is about attacking, blue team is about defending. So, see, without knowing a security and going for a cyber security, I don't think that's a good decision. Okay. See,
Okay.
if you ask me, like, then how come Cisco has started a new program called cyber security? Okay, you might get this question later or soon, right? Now, let's say, for example, this was CCIE Security. Let me answer this question as well. Now, here you see they have started a new program called cyber security, right? So here we have CCST, right, as a technician type of program. Then they have associate level program. Then they have cybersecurity professional. Then they have cybersecurity associate, ethical hacking, those things they have over here, right? Fine, they have. Now, see what they have done. When you go through all these programs, let's say, uh, uh, this is entry level, this is associate level. So no one does entry level. Let's go with associate level, associate CCNA, right? So if you see here, they are giving you fundamental knowledge rather than directly teaching you a cyber security. First of all, they are teaching you more about security stuff. Okay,
Yes.
they are teaching you about network security rather than directly taking you to a cyber security. They are giving you little bit of information about SOC analyst, right? See, network security engineer. Can you see here? First
Yes.
of all, they are giving you or they are preparing you for network security engineer. Okay. Network configuration, network maintenance, troubleshooting, right? So basically, they are telling you about network security, first of all. So the path is very clear, guys. Okay. If you are going for a cyber security, even Cisco has a plan to make you understand network security, first of all, and then to take you guys for a cyber security, right? So if you ask me, hey, what's our best path? According to Cisco, what they have given here is they have given selective things, little bit about some technologies, but not full-fledged information about network security. So if you ask me, hey, what would be a best path to follow cyber security? See, I don't deny that you can directly go for cyber security. But if you ask me, hey, what would be a right path to follow for a cyber security? I would say, first of all, learn all the network security technologies. After that, you'll have a solid understanding. Okay, if I have to invade firewall, then how to invade firewall. First of all, without knowing firewall, how can you invade firewall? Or how can you make an attack on the firewall? You don't know properties about the firewall, right? Without knowing firewall, can you make an attack on the firewall? Not
No,
possible,
please.
right? So first of all, understand what does a firewall do. That comes under your network security. Then go for a cyber security. That will make more broad sense. Okay, I mean, you will have that confidence of understanding, okay, firewall, I know firewall. I know loopholes of the firewall. What type of experiments I can do, or what things your firewall can stop at what label, what features, everything you'll have a good clarity on cyber security. Okay, so that's your answer. And one more thing,
Great.
a, job perspective. Okay, job perspective. Cyber security most of the time will have a requirement of experienced peoples. A little tough to start your job as a fresher, but when it comes to network security, you have multiple options. You have firewall engineer, VPN engineer, ICE engineer, NOC engineer, SOC engineer. I mean, you are good to go for any field from here. So more opportunities you have. That's what I can say from here. Okay, I believe I'm clear to your questions, Neil. Nee, am I clear to your questions?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Yes,
Okay,
please.
Samir, you had some questions. Could you please ask me?
Yes, I just want to know that for firewall, do we need to complete understanding of CCNP too?
Uh, See, for firewall, I told you this thing earlier as well. If you have a good understanding at CCNA level, right? If you have good understanding at CCNP level, uh, at associate level, if you have good understanding,
For CCNA, right?
at associate level, if you
Mm,
have done your NA properly, right?
mm,
Then it's good you can go for firewall. If you have done your NA properly, you
mm,
can go for firewall. But as I told, if you need to have a confidence at routing switching level, right, then go for enterprise and then go for a firewall. That would make more sense, right? But let's say if it depends on your program. See, what I have guided today is the actual path. Okay. If you already have experience, as I have the information about you, is you already have some working experience, isn't it?
right. I'm only working in SL right now,
You
but
working
I
as
haven't worked in network domain.
okay.
I don't have any experience in network.
Okay. So in networking, if you don't have any experience, then I would highly recommend you go for
Mm,
CCNA, then go for CCNP Enterprise. Because without these two knowledges, it would be very difficult for you to grab job opportunities in a market. Okay. See, this is the genuine and the right suggestion I'm giving you. It's not about marketing. It's not about I'm impressing you to get a job in a market. I mean, to get the enrollment in our institute or something else. It is not that type of uh, you know convincing thing. It's a truth that I'm telling you. There are many students. If you ask with your friends as well, okay, if they have the knowledge of right choosing a right path, they will definitely tell you what exactly you should follow. Okay, so this is the actual guidance. Now, rest of sometimes the students will have their own choices like I need to do firewall, I need to do CCNA, I want to do CCNP. So I can't stop them for telling like, okay, you should follow this path only because that's their personal choice. But if someone is starting their career in a networking, then this is the best path. That's what I can say.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
Yeah, please tell me.
सर जैसे हमारी अभी वीकडेज में सीसीएनए की क्लासेस होती है तो हम ऐसे वीकेंड्स पे आपकी क्लास भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं।
CCNA पहले complete करो. Guys, excuse me, I'm really very sorry. His question was in Hindi, since we are in India, right? But our classes will be in English itself. Let me just answer him right now as per his question. What he is asking is, I'm attending CCNA class. Comparatively, can I go for your classes? That's what he is asking with me. My
Okay.
answer would be, first of all, complete CCNA, okay, and then go for CCIE Security. Okay, first complete CCNA, complete your CCNP, and then go for those classes. That would be a best path. Okay. But if you feel you have a solid, good understanding at CCNA level, and parallelly, I want to complete multiple things, you have that much time. If you can, afford that much pressure, like attending CCNA, security, or NP level classes also. If you are a student and purely looking for trainings itself in a short time, if you want to do, go for it. Okay, go for it. But um, If you really ask me as a career guidance, to suggest me, hey, can I go from CCNA directly to CCNP security? I would say no, don't go for it. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Okay. Guys, this was the full information about our security, and rest of the information you'll get in our next class. Rest information means actual CCIE security class will get started from next class. Okay.